Good morning. I'm still mowing down on breakfast a bit here. See if we can trigger this nonsense. Yeah. Get the stupid ad nonsense out of the way before we get rolling. I think today is going to be Watchtower Day. I'm going to see what the first significant paid mod offers us. The real question is, where the heck is it? It's not an activity. Ah, here we go. This one. All right. Keep going with breakfast, but we'll get this started. All right, when we last left off, I had finished off helping the UC Sysstaff people annihilate the pirates, and as a result, I got a pile of credits handed to me, which was honestly fewer than I deserved, but you know, it is what it is. The Tempest rifle. Not as good as the Tombstone, I guess. Just in terms of sheer DPS. I think this Maelstrom's gonna go away. We're really gonna use the Revenant for the foreseeable future. I'm gonna have to get more ammo for it though. What else have we got? Just rando crap that I picked up while I was running around. More chameleon stuff. Moshi Moshi Wabu. You here for these hot morning streams?
It's finally over. We did it.
Ugh, recycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing.
Keep on glorping. Definitely need to sell a bunch of crap off. I think I'm going to keep the hazmat suit for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Thermal stuff is kind of annoying.
Nice. Clean sip there.
Actually, I kind of want to go to the key. Is it called the lock now? Oh wait, no, the lock was the prison. Okay, I'm an idiot. Can I not go to the key anymore? No, it's there.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
We need the bomb squad to sweep this place for booby traps.
Boom.
It's for a second.
This is like the best collection of vendors ever. Right. Let's go do Piazzi.
Your vessel is authorized to dock. Please begin approach.
I'm authorized to dock. Hell yeah. Oh boy.
Docking cycle complete.
Amazing. Wow, what a nice place.
Hello. May I be of assistance?
Some guy told me to meet him here.
Designation, some guy, unknown. All current station residents located in recreation area.
Well, if they're all in the recreation area, I will steal some stuff. Oh, there's literally one dude. Greetings.
Ah, and there he is. Welcome to Stardock Alpha, my current home away from home. Glad you found your way here.
This isn't a social call. I'm going to explain what happened.
I understand, and I'll even ignore the attitude. Getting ambushed is enough to make anyone tetchy. I imagine you have a lot of questions, and I do have answers for you. But first, we need to talk about the people who attacked you.
Fine. I'm listening. Tell me what I need to know.
The group that attacked you, they're called Watchtower. Not surprised if you've never heard of them. To say they're clandestine would be an understatement. From what I've gathered, it seems they've made it their life's work to hunt down and confine individuals they consider dangerous.
Hello,
Individuals
Ramir.
like you. And me.
Why do they consider me dangerous?
That's a good question. I mean, you seem capable, but there's plenty of people out there like that, so that can't be it. No, it's gotta be something else. Something more unique? Huh.
So, this is kind of a weird sequence break because I haven't done the main stuff. So maybe I should do the main story. They're hunting you too?
They sure are. I've had more than a few run-ins with good old Watchtower. Most encounters have not gone well. I think I first got their attention after I dealt with a particularly nasty group of pirates. Since then, I've done my best to keep my head down, but it doesn't matter. Sooner or later, they always seem to catch up to you.
Maybe I do know why Watchtower's interested in me.
Don't keep me in suspense. Let's hear it.
I recently touched an artifact and had visions. Could that be why I'm dangerous?
Visions, you say? Well, that certainly sounds unique, but dangerous? Look, it may be none of my business, but this vision-giving artifact of yours, it may warrant further investigation. When you have the time, I'd encourage you look into it. Who knows? Maybe it can provide answers to both your previous question and others, too.
I am a prominent UC citizen and know some fairly sensitive information.
I know the UC dangles citizenship as some sort of rare prize, but it's not really that uncommon of a thing. As for any sensitive information, whatever it might be, chances are Watchtower already knows about it.
Enough speculation. Only Watchtower really knows why they're after me.
True enough. Still, it doesn't hurt to ponder their motives.
What more can you tell me about Watchtower?
What can you say about a secretive galaxy-wide organization? I don't know. I can offer some information, but a lot of this will be conjecture. Given how well they hide themselves, I think it stands to reason Watchtower has infiltrated the major governments. Maybe the larger corporations too. And their technology, I don't know if they created it themselves, but what they have is cutting edge and dangerous. Oh, and the most important thing. If Watchtower gets their hands on someone, chances are you'll never see that person again.
Watchtower, huh? Good to have a name for them.
I'm glad you think so. But unfortunately for now, that's where the good news ends. Let me explain. When Watchtower came for you, I'm sure their method of capture didn't escape your notice. For people like us, Watchtower like to employ a particular device. A kind of energy weapon. The first blast disables your ship, the second disables you. Leaving you absolutely helpless, and at Watchtower's tender mercy.
Oh. Yeah, I remember. My head felt like it was splitting in two.
Yeah, you're not the only one. First time I got hit, the next thing I saw was my lunch in reverse. Now, I'm a little sparse on the details, but I do know they call this weapon the Sinapse Disruptor, which seems an apt name if you ask me.
Pretty apt.
Oh, and here's the worst part. There's no foolproof counter to the Disruptor. None at all. Believe me, I've looked. I've tried. There's nothing.
I don't buy that. Everything has a weakness.
Well, glad you're staying optimistic. All right, let me backtrack and rephrase things. There is no technological counter to this weapon. No magic shields or special kind of hull plating. But this brings me to why I made contact. I have devised a strategy that would keep you and me safe from Watchtower's impromptu abductions. But the catch is, it's not something I can do alone. And it's gonna take effort. I'm gonna need your help on this. And you're gonna need mine.
How did Watchtower find me anyway?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Kinda wish I knew myself. Because however they found you, it's likely the same way they keep finding me. All I know is that you'll be minding your own business, then without warning, in jump a whole bunch of Watchtower ships. And they're not aiming to kill you, they're trying to capture you. And believe me, you do not want to be captured.
Nobody likes that probing. Hold on. How did you find me?
Well, that one, I can answer. You see, I was already on the lookout for you. I knew Watchtower would be searching for you, and I also knew they'd probably find you before I did. So I kept an eye on Watchtower comm lines, waited to see if any patrols reported spotting you, or worse, capturing you. Which they did, and since they launched a comm beacon, I was able to intercept that, and then follow its trail back to where you were, just in time to save your ass. Which, by the way, you are most welcome for.
But how did you know Watchtower were looking for me?
Huh. That's a fair question. I'm trying to think of how to answer without worrying you too much. Okay, a while back, I got my hands on a Watchtower database. Your name showed up a lot. Most of the information was encrypted, but there seemed to be a lot of it. I couldn't tell you why, but Watchtower has been keeping tabs on you for some time.
What happens if Watchtower captures me?
Oh man, you do not want to know. Well, actually, you do. I mean, you did just ask. Okay, how do I say this? Everyone has potential, though most never quite reach it. If Watchtower captures you, it's not just your freedom they take. They steal from you your full potential. That was a terrible answer. Probably made no sense. Just know that Watchtower will lock you up and throw away the figurative key. You're at the start of a great journey. Watchtower would take that away from you. That's why you need to avoid them.
Anything you can tell me about the Synapse Disruptor?
I mean, I'm no expert, but it does seem like an incredibly sophisticated weapon. Definitely more powerful than a common variety stunner. Never ran across anything like it. Say what you like about Watchtower, but they've got some damn fancy tech at their disposal. As best as I can tell, the disruptor can't knock you out if your ship still has power, which is likely why its first shot disables your ship's systems.
All right. Tell me about this strategy of yours.
It's fairly simple, really. Maybe you already noticed, but Watchtower's disruptor. It takes a while to charge between bursts. And as long as your ship has power, it needs to hit you at least twice in order to incapacitate. Now, if you're flying about all by your lonesome, it's not too difficult for Watchtower to blast you as many times as they need. But what if you weren't by yourself? What if you had the support of other ships?
I'm listening.
In a nutshell, here's my strategy. You don't fly alone anymore. Instead, you get some buddies. You get more ships. You get a fleet.
A fleet!
Then, even if Watchtower track you down and get a shot in with their disruptor, with other ships there to cover you, they'd never get a second hit.
Wow, friends.
Giving you time to recover, get back in the fight, and avoid capture. Think about it. It makes sense, right?
Okay, that's a fairly good plan. I can see that working.
Okay, good. I'm happy you're on board with this fleet idea. You know that the first time that we...
The first time... Oh!
Right. Yeah, we've not really been introduced yet, have we? Let's rectify that. My name's Torin. Just Torin. I guess you could say I'm a traveler. Yeah, I travel the stars. Here and there, and sometimes back again. And it's likely during those travels I got the attention of Watchtower. And been trying to shake him off ever since.
Good to know you, Torin. I'm Sinapse. I appreciate you helping me.
I think nothing of it. Just doing what's right. Okay then, if we're going to make this fleet idea work, it's about time we get a move on, before Watchtower catches us with our pants down.
I don't want to be captured by Watchtower. Pants down or up.
You and me both. Here's how we're gonna pull this fleet thing off. First, we need some hardware. Equipment. Especially designed to handle this sort of thing. Had a pal look into it, and he figured out what we'll need. A Model 2 Fleet Sync control node. And he knows where we can find one, too. But the problem is, control node's not easily accessible. It's stored away in an old facility with no simple way in. But I got a solution for that. Here, catch.
What's this? Some sort of grenade?
That is our solution. You ever hear about the orbital drops the UC and Freestar Collective did during the Colony War? Basically, troops planet-side would toss down a flare, like the one I just gave you. It would mark a spot, and then depending on what the flare signaled, ships in orbit would fire down whatever was requested. Emergency backup, supplies, or sometimes just a good old airstrike. Or orbit strike, I guess. They called them sky drops. Very versatile, very useful. And now, very illegal. Forbidden by the armistice. At least, for the military. But we're not military. I got a skydrop system rigged up to my ship, and that's what we're going to use to get into that facility and grab the hardware we need.
Do we really need some special hardware to create a fleet?
Well, no, not technically. However, it's one thing to have other ships just follow you around, but we need more than that. We need coordination. If Watchtower disables your ship, the fleet needs to notice this and react straight away to protect you. That's the whole point of this. And tell me, have you ever actually tried to coordinate multiple vessels in the middle of battle all at the same time? It's not easy, trust me. That's why we need this control node. Otherwise, none of this is gonna work.
I'm ready. Let's get this fleet hardware.
That's what I like to hear. Time to get moving. Jump in your ship and meet me outside. Hail me when you're ready and we'll plot a course. I'm glad we're doing this. You and me. We'll show Watchtower they picked the wrong people to mess with. This time.
Okay, I'm pretty certain that this Watchtower stuff should not be done until I finish the main quest. So let's go and do the main stuff for now.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
So a lot of that stuff that he was talking about,
Haven't set foot on the eye.
yeah,
for
references
ages.
events in the main
Hope
stuff.
Vladimir's in a good mood today.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
Rook on deck? That's pirate talk, isn't it?
Former Crimson Fleet. An old Jacobones would be the term for it, back in my day. Left that life behind me. Even before I signed up with Constellation, I was retired.
Well, that's good, because I killed almost all of them. Good to meet you, Vladimir.
Glad you two finally have a chance to meet.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
Someone should have grabbed you. It was incredible.
Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
Understood. I need to check on these leads in person.
You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull the worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
I'll keep an eye out for Andreja.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there, we'll find her.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting.
So you're retired from the Crimson Fleet. Didn't know that happened.
Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
I still can't get over how much better they look with eyeball mods. Like it just changes everything. I don't know why Bethesda didn't fix it. So wild. I don't know. Wait, where am I going? Supposed to find an artifact down here? Alright.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
That's fine. We can chat once we're down on the surface here.
Setting down, everything in the clear.
What a chungus of a ship. Still need to sell a bunch of crap. I have 2 skill points. Hell yeah. Alright. I really want more persuasion too, but it's hardest thing to increase. All right, what do you want, Sarah?
Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
I could tell it was still bothering you.
Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
How will traveling to Cassiopeia put your concerns to rest?
The last time I saw my crew, their escape shuttle was headed for the planet's surface. I need to find the wreckage to ensure their memories are honored.
All right, let me help you.
I would like that. Actually, I need that. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
You never told me where you ended up after the battle.
What's there to tell? I survived. My crew didn't. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
It's impressive that you soft landed after an emergency jettison that close to the exosphere.
I wouldn't call what I did a soft landing, but thank you all the same.
We need to get you back there to face your demons.
That's what I was hoping. But I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
I'm sensing tension between you and Admiral Logan.
Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Crusades are my specialty.
Thanks. I really needed a laugh. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I'm going to need someone who can keep my spirits up.
I appreciate the confidence.
Well, you deserve it. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand.
That's what friends do for one another, Sarah.
You're absolutely right. They do. Oh, I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's
This
been in
is so
front of me
corny.
all this time. True friendship. Something I've denied myself for far too long.
What about Aja?
Traveling out here with you, I've discovered that friendships change by circumstance. I worked closely with Aja on long space voyages, so we became friendly. When she quit Constellation, the friendship ended. But I'm certain at this point, even if you and I were separated by a great distance, we'd never lose touch.
Well, you've been critical of yourself for far too long, Sarah.
You're right. I have. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
Sarah Morgan is now undismissible. That's unfortunate. Guess I'll have to do that after I get this sorted out. Oh, I guess I could scan things. Beep beep boop boop. Beep
Watch
beep.
your footing around here. These types of mines can be frighteningly unstable.
Oh, mines are unstable too.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Again?
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
I'm a Constellation. Vladimir Saul sent me to find you.
Ah, good. I suppose I should have guessed. It has been too long since I checked in. You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members?
Looks like maybe they had a good reason.
Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground, instead of this one. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk.
Sure, why not? Alright, what's your issue?
Thanks for giving me a moment of your time. I promise this won't take
Oh my
long.
god.
I thought you deserved to know how proud I am that you chose to side with the United Colonies and put an end to the Crimson Fleet. You've almost single-handedly saved the settled systems from one of its most dangerous enemies.
Just amazing.
I can't possibly commend you highly enough.
I think you're exaggerating a little bit.
Exaggerating? If anything, I've understated the gravity of the situation. What I want to know is what motivated you into making the right decision. You had Crix's legacy in hand, and you could have easily taken it to the Key. Instead, you flew it to the Vigilance.
I didn't want to let you down.
Oh, well, I'm flattered that I have such a profound impact on your life choices, and you seem to know me quite well.
Yeah.
So, no regrets betraying Delgado then? I imagine you and he formed quite a partnership right up until the end.
No, Delgado was a dick. Delgado wasn't so bad. Life simply dealt him a bad hand.
No, I'm sorry. I refuse to excuse Delgado for his loathsome behavior by placing all of the blame on his past. We all have our crosses to bear, but it's how we choose to handle them that truly defines us as a person. I have to be honest with you. It disturbs me that you would leap to his defense so quickly.
That's okay. Yeah, spend time with Delgado. I think you'd understand.
I didn't need to get to know him. His actions tell me that he was a horrible person, and we should be thankful he's
No
such a
nuance.
nature. I suppose my final concern is how long this newfound peace will last.
A short while, at least.
Perhaps. My only concern are the reports that Navarmora was never captured or killed. My hope is that she was smart and went into permanent exile. I suppose only time will tell. Ah. Well, it appears I've soured the mood of our lovely conversation.
Yep.
I trust my mindless prattle hasn't been too much of a bother. Thanks for taking the time to listen.
Ugh. Alright, let's go party.
I've visited planets with cave systems so extensive, you could get lost within them for years.
Ultramag.
How are you easing into things, Andrea?
Please do not interfere with my tasks.
Alright, let's get a murdering. Ow. Ow. Bullets hurt. I know much about 2 checkout. Literally never heard of it. Like, literally never.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Can I actually look at these things? It's not a pistol, it's like a really short rifle. Bad people, bad jokes. Oh my god.
Yes, actually. I'm surprised you noticed.
It's a heat leech. I could maybe give you some hosting space, Abid. I think I've still got some free space on my server. Unless you're trying to get one of those, like, things with a site builder or whatever. Ah! Gotta murder and then loot. Ow. So stingy. Yeah, security isn't a big deal for static pages, other than making sure that your server software is up to date. Like, the thing about static pages is there's no way to really exploit it. That was a Kodama. That was a gun.
Oh, this is certain to make us both very happy indeed.
Delgado's directive. It could, depending on your provider, yeah, for sure. That like WooCommerce crap or whatever it is pretty popular. Stuck in here? Okay. Let's see what I've got. I don't remember. am I? Yeah, I do have some juice here. Let's see. I don't remember my credentials because I basically never go in here. Give me an email, Abid.
I cannot wait to kill you.
Wow, rude. If you want an account on my server, you can dick around with WordPress or whatever. You can just DM me on Twitch. Sure, yeah. It's kind of complicated. When you start taking money from people, you're gonna have to worry about taxes and stuff too, and I don't know how business laws work in your part of the world. If you're just gonna do it under the table and not worry about it. She forced you? I don't even think she's here to force you. Mining is actually super annoying. Whatever, I probably don't need any of this crap anyway. Sick. Yes, nicely. Was it like contribute or I'm going to shank you and remove your kidneys? Please. He just wants the
You did not
patas.
respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision?
Yes, not that I've been able to make any sense of them.
The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done.
It was either you or him, right?
It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is?
I was a miner. Argos extractors.
Argos. I have heard of this company. Small, reckless. Interesting. I do not have experience with this profession, but I have my own experiences with risk. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that Varun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand?
You got it. Mum's the word.
Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you. That is good to know. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us.
All right, let's go do Sarah's stupid quest. Okay. Wait, really? Oh yeah, we gotta go talk to the Admiral. That's why. Actually, I want to go here anyway to buy more ammo for the Revenant.
Let's pop into Outland while we're here and see if Joe has anything useful to add to our...
It is unlikely that he does, but sure, why not? And the damage on this thing is so high, I don't want to get rid of it. Probably just give it to one of my associates. The Beowulf's for the 3 shooters, right? I think. Yeah, whatever. Can I actually just buy something? I cannot. You can only sell. Isn't that annoying? Man, you guys' eyes are so much better looking. No, this is not the right place. Ugh.
There's a bit. Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look.
I want to buy all of this, and all of this, I think. What am I even using? Am I actually going to use this ever again? I don't think so. Yeah, that's fine. Managing mass is important. Right, I should check to see if they have any digipicks. They do. These things are always important. See what weapons I have, which is basically nothing. Perfect. Okay, I can sell from the frontier. What have I got? Broken things. Oh, nice. PJs. I don't really care about a lot of this stuff, to be honest. I have digipicks? Nice. Nova Galactic coffee mug.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for selling me useful stuff for a change. 11 picks. Probably do a little bit better. Coffee place. Don't care. We could head into the well, I guess. Does this lead down to the well? It does. Living the dream. You see surplus.
I got con. Happy to make it.
See what you got.
Take your time. I got it.
All day. Stuff and this stuff. I think that's just about all I want to fiddle with right now. Boosted Beowulf. These aren't big enough
You needed
for
something
me to
else?
care. Oh, wrong way. Blacking out. Can't remember where the trade authority is.
Is there a type of weapon Comatech wants me?
Thing about the trade business? Be my guest.
More Digipex. More MI. Caseless. Hell yeah. Mr. Tink!
Dealing with you.
Don't let Nikogo bully you.
Even in the well, the trade authority can.
Thank you for the biddy, sir. Too late. Ugh. Why do you guys do this? Isn't this going to be here? Not. Let's just go to the mass district for now. You're not bullying anyone? Okay, threatening. I guess it's bullying still. Charming? Oh, distress. I need to watch this guy play some stupid cat game in VR.
Congratulations.
It admittedly is going to be pretty funny because the movement in it is, it's a thing. Hello, Admiral Logan. Can I steal something from you?
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever... Whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting...
I think you're so chivalrous.
That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies.
Keep doing that, and you'll land us in prison.
One of the finest views in New Atlantis.
Let me pickpocket from you. Let's talk, man.
And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
I am first citizen. I work with Sarah in Constellation.
I see. Then, as Sarah's associate, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah's here to honor the fallen that served under her command.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
Let us worry about the danger, Admiral.
I wish it was that simple. If the Navy gives its blessing for you to undertake this operation, then we assume responsibility. And frankly, I'd never forgive myself if you didn't return.
I appreciate the concern, Admiral. But that crew was my responsibility. No matter how difficult the risk, those men and women are coming home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
That was quite the flip. I want to go to Centurion, maybe? I think it's in the commercial district.
You're here because you need something. Only the finest collection.
Mm-hmm. I think that's fine for now. I do want to improve my spaceship a bit, which is something I definitely should have done when I was at my ship in the first place. We're gonna stitch a couple more things to
We're
it.
asking. Anything I can help you with? Okay, no problem.
Okay, do I still need this thing? Shield regeneration? Okay, that's fine. I guess I need like one more place to put this. Just disconnect it for a moment. I guess I could put a mount point on the side or something. That'd be fine. What do we have for reactors? 20? What am I currently using? Power generator is 20 versus what? 20? Literally the same. Oh, I guess I could get a stronger one, but I don't actually care that much. Oh yeah, I still need to get ship design 1. Let's do that. Let's cancel a modification. It's fine. Alright, let's see what I need to get that. Oh my god, is it way down there? Starship design? Holy butts, why is it so far down? Sucks. Okay, that's lame. Ballistic weapons. Particle weapons. Yeah, okay, they're way down there too. Ugh. Ah! If I take one of these, does that unlock the next stability tier? I gotta spend one more point in tech to unlock it. Okay. So I'm not that far off.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade it. Sure, have at it.
I wanted to put another engine on the ship, but I can't yet. So let's go ahead and add some sort of mount point. I think this will work. If I just stick it there and then I move this over there, does that work? It does. Oh yeah. Okay. That's cool. So I can move this there as well. Comm spike. Nice. Weapons. So these things are auto cannons, I think, right now too. Yeah, the Vanguard obliterators are auto projectors. Okay. 3,000, 6.65. I can't put one there. Why? That's annoying. All right, whatever. Duplicate it. And then why could I put one on the inside there? Like, what's the gimmick here? But I can't do it on the other side for some crazy ass reason. Huh. Okay. It's just the order, I guess. All right, that's good enough, I think.
Be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
Wait, what are we doing down here? Land near Sarah's old campsite? Okay. Just kind of land around here somewhere. Sure.
Like touching down on a planet. Your landing skills never cease to
Wow, amazing. Crap, I should have actually dropped some stuff off. There we go. A little less fat now. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a lot of options here. Yeah, I still don't have any primers. hands on some either way. Wait, if I go down in the workshop, can I make primers down there? Where the hell is this stuff actually?
Oh my god! I'm literally following in your footsteps right now!
Oh my god!
So cool!
So exhilarating. Industrial workbench. Okay. How do I make a primer?
Oh my god! I'm literally following in your footsteps right now! It's so cool!
Wait, none of this is what I'm interested in. Or maybe one of those sub items can become a primer, like none of this stuff.
I see what you've made there. Smart.
Is it true that you destroyed the Crimson Fleet with nothing but your bare hands and a sandwich? You so wouldn't need a sandwich.
Definitely not. No sandwich required. Yeah, I guess I can't make primers. I don't even know what half the scrap is for. Maybe I should just make one of all the things I don't have. It's fine. What can I do? Oxygen? Who cares? More hazard protection would be cool. I guess I just don't have the ability to do any of that. Ballistic shielding. I only have one cosmetic. Can't make half this crap because I'm too dumb. I hate space. Space equals big. Okay. That's so weird. Can't scan half this crap. Okay, where is this? Holy crap. Ow! Man, this thing is wrecking me.
Now I've lost my appetite.
I guess this doesn't count as near the campsite? Where the hell is their campsite then?
can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream.
You got this, Sarah.
Thank you. Right now, I feel like I need all the help that I can get. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment. Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far.
Promise you'll let me know if this becomes too much to handle.
I will, I promise. Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
Perfect. We can scan some random crap as we go through. Copper? Oh yeah. Amazing. Cobalt. Sarah's crash site. Okay. This place is so moist. Where you at, Sarah? She's taking her time.
Well, this is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue. Not exactly Paradiso, is it?
Even New Atlantis' best hotel has got nothing on this place.
Huh. I wish. I was so uncomfortable. I would have settled for a pile of straw. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running.
I left my emergency power cell back home in my other spacesuit.
Cute. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
I guess so. I can't read any of this stuff because it's in low power mode. Kind of a cool place. Nova Galactic. Must smell pretty weird in there. There's a ship coming in. Watchtower. Bit of a hike. Fluorine. Guess we still got a couple more. Kill it first before it kills me. Ah, I'm stuck. Man, that hit like a truck. Where's my Revenant? Go big ding dong.
Make sure you clean that off before you stow it in your bag. Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how long I would have been stranded here.
True. Can my PC run this over 100 FPS? Yes, we can. Right now we're at about 75% GPU or GPU load. I'm running at 120 right now. Ow. Ow! Where'd these things come from? I got it capped because it's kind of pointless for this game anyway. You managed to fix your body. What was the secret? What were you lacking? I think the only thing that really annoys me about my PC is that I can't stream in HDR because you can't clone displays in HDR. If I was going to stream HDR, I'd need to either do some weird shenanigans with like hijacking the DisplayPort connection, or I'd have to stream from this PC. Bling bling. In 2 days. Okay. Can't get through there. All right, BRB. All right. No ads for another hour. Let's roll.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked.
Amazing. You made this all possible, Sarah.
Well, we're not there yet. But damn, it does feel good. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet. Let's get going.
Boo. I can't fast travel because I'm inside of a box.
Now this planet, this is more my speed. Oh, I could hike here for a while.
Creepy. So do I get another tech level so I can get the starship design, or work towards reload? I guess I gotta kill a whole bunch more dudes before I can do that anyway. So it looks like that's not an option either way. So we'll sit tight.
Look at this view. Had I been on this planet under more pleasant circumstances, I might have had more time to appreciate the beauty it has to offer.
Mm-hmm. Small die changes. All right, right here, 92% of my GPU. I'm assuming it's all the plants and random crap. The hell is this thing? Space roach. %. Like, why? What's going on here? The coil wine on this card is pretty good. It's something that can't be avoided, but
Judging
all
from
in
this
all,
debris, the crew's shuttle sustained far more damage than my own. Oh, those poor souls.
Apollo Fireleaf. Man, oh man. Blast in my ears. Supposed to be going there. Unknown. Unknown. There's some game coming out. It's like it's got some 3-word name. Apparently, you need a 4090 for 30 FPS at 4K. Absolute insanity. And that's with upscaling. Very dead on arrival game, I think.
Cruise shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
Apparently. Guess we're about to make some sort of dark discovery. Someone's been here for like 10 years and they're gonna be super pissed at Sarah. That's exactly what's gonna happen here. It's time for a mental breakdown. Hello? I lost a lot of fat on my face really quickly.
Just turn around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just go away. I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way. Both of you, just go.
What do you mean, take my stuff again?
Hey, I'm not stupid. Last time people were here, they promised to help. They ended up tricking me. They stole all of my good stuff and left me behind. I'm not going to let that happen ever again.
We're just here for answers, nothing else.
Answers? About what? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Stop it right now. Put away that gun and talk to us. We want to know what happened here.
See? You're not nice at all. I knew it. You're a liar. That's all grown-ups do is lie.
Sarah, stop. She's just a child and you're making her upset.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I was wrong to get so angry. We are here to help you, and we promise to tell the truth.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you?
We can take you home.
Take me home? I was born here. This is my home. You're going to have to come up with a better story than that.
You were born here? Hold on. Oh my god. Your parents, your mum and your dad, what were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless. I'm Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
If your parents are around, I'd love to meet them.
Yeah? Well, you're too late. My parents are dead. My father died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now. All by myself.
She's gotten good at cutting her own hair.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Huh, awesome. My friend will be. Right.
Phew. I don't even know where to begin.
Take it slow and give yourself a moment to breathe.
Whew. Yeah. That's probably good advice.
Might be.
There's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now. If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's gene tags.
What's a gene tag?
It's an identification tag worn by UC military personnel. It's encoded with the soldiers' medical information and a sample of their DNA. If we can bring them back to Jemison, it would be like bringing home the crew's bodies for a proper burial.
I'll head up there right away.
Good. Just be careful. Sona's monsters are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
I'm gonna collect 10 of them. Hey, do you have anything good to steal? I guess I took them all. Alright, see you in a bit. Where is the way up? Let's go farther down the way. Kind of a gloomy place. The F was that? I will mess you up. Get out of here. Don't even care if you weren't hostile. Creepy looking. Oh, you are hostile. Come get some. Ugh. This planet sucks. I'm still missing one. Did I collect them all? No, two more. The hell? You're just screaming at me and dealing damage? Why did that thing collect the gene tag and then just run away? Indiscriminate murder is definitely the fastest way to level. I think it's that thing. Some crappily thrown together beacon. Whoa.
No! No, 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 no! How many times do I have to say it? I said I don't want to go! Leave me alone!
Sona, calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me leave.
We can't leave her here. It's not safe. She has to come back with us to Jemison. Oh, I don't know what to do. Can you talk to her?
Sure. I agree, but we can't force her to come with us.
I know, I know. I'm not proposing we knock her out for God's sake. Look, maybe you can talk some sense into her. Help her make a decision. I'm sorry, I can't do this right now.
I can hear you talking about me. And I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind. Could you just talk to her, please?
Sure. Gotta try to use my powers of persuasion here. Alright, let's slam some drugs. Yep.
Why won't Sarah listen to me?
She's worried about your safety.
I've been alone for a long time. And even when bad people visit, I've been safe. that still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had, does it?
You really think this is the best place for you to live for the rest of your life?
Mom and Dad told me there was a whole universe out there with thousands of planets. They showed me the maps and the star charts. That does sound pretty cool, but well, it's also kind of scary. It would be hard to leave the only home I've ever known.
We want to find you an even better home.
Well, I've always dreamed of finding a place that's safe from the monsters. But leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them.
Don't you think your parents would want you to be safe?
I am safe. Those monsters can't catch me. They've tried, but I learned how to trick them. They're pretty dumb. And if bad people visit here, I know how to hide. I was even watching you when you landed. I bet you didn't even see me. This planet doesn't bother me. That's why I'm not sure I need to abandon my mom and dad.
Your mom and dad would want you to live your best life.
I suppose you're right. Mom and Dad always promised that I'd leave here someday. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
I am the master negotiator.
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision.
Everything doesn't rest on your shoulders, Sarah.
I realize that, but there's still cause for concern. We're ripping Sona from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society. It's going to be difficult for her to adjust to the changes. Wherever she ends up, just promise me we'll check on her from time to time, please.
If it'll make you feel better, then consider it done.
That means a lot to me. Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here? I promise it won't take long. Let's go.
We can get rid of Sarah and move on to what's her name. And continue with the main story quest, I guess. So magical. Where is Sarah? Oh, there you are.
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been. You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl.
I hope this experience has finally put your past to rest.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And it's all thanks to you. You know, this is the second time I've been on this world. And until this very moment, I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it was. Oh, look at this place. This is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting to have their beauty discovered. Shedding this burden of my past has finally allowed me to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before. And it's all because of you.
I only opened the door. You're the one that stepped through.
Still giving lessons to the teacher, eh? Some mentor I've turned out to be. Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan and figure out what we're going to do with Sona.
Fast travel away!
Hell of a city, isn't it? There's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
It's true. I didn't even need to do a speech challenge. That was just chatter. Alright. See me rolling.
Here on Vanguard business?
I haven't talked to this guy in a million years.
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, Commander. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
12,000, nice. That's incredibly generous.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
I'm ready to take on some terramorphs.
Any chance to bag some bugs, right? Well, I can provide. Let me just check my logs. Okay, these coordinates should get you to your first target.
Whatever, I don't care. I'm out. See you around.
Okay.
Congratulations on making Class 1, Captain. Welcome back. Did you find your answers?
We found our answers, and we also found these gene tags.
Not only that, but we found someone there, alive. A child born from 2 of the crew that survived the crash. After her parents died, that poor girl spent years surviving on that hostile world, alone. We abandoned her, Admiral. We let her down.
I'm sorry. I had no idea. How could we have possibly known?
Don't apologize to us. Apologize to Sona.
Sona. Is that her name? She must be a remarkable young woman.
She's extraordinary, Admiral. And I'm afraid the United Colonies let her down.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. We did let her down. One thing that I can assure you is that the names of these men and women will never be forgotten. I'll see to it personally.
Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck to both of you. It's been an honor.
Once we're done here, we should have a little talk with Sona. Poor thing's waiting for us at the lodge.
Sure. I guess I can't jump out of this building. Ugh. I don't want to fast travel the ship. To the lodge. It's been a while since it's been. Amazing. Why? Perfect, Sarah. That was amazing.
Now that we're here, perhaps we could spend a bit of time relaxing rather than planning.
Heck with that. Why are my parents here?
This is history. Would you look at this?
I assumed it was all right to let your parents in here, but maybe they shouldn't stay for long. Your father dropped by. He left a note for you.
Walter
Here.
Stroud. How may I assist
See you
you?
later.
No, I don't need
Your mom dropped by.
Just,
Yeah. Stay safe, okay?
seeing.
Note from Dad. If you could stop by home. Okay, nothing urgent. Came across something. Okay. Got a visit now or something?
I hope you don't mind, but I figured the lodge was just a gnat stop away. I just had to see it.
Oh, this place is everything I imagined. Do you know I dreamt of joining Constellation when I was a girl?
You have hidden depths, Mom.
I don't know if I go that far. But I'll let your father talk before he bursts.
I was playing poker with the Dean of Engineering, and he had this collectible revolver framed. And when he heard you were in Constellation, well, we worked together to get the piece clean and restored. She fires beautifully now. We, took turns sighting it at the range.
I swear your father was acting like a school kid.
As I was saying, may I present to you Sir Malcolm Livingston's personal sidearm. All the special modifications just as he left him. He was chair of Constellation about 50 years ago. Anyway, it's yours.
It's kind of cool. I don't know what to say. I'll treasure it.
I hope it keeps you safe. If not, maybe get a good place for it on a mantle. Well, we'll let you get back to it, but Miss Noel said we could look around a little first.
All right, later, nerds.
Would it be all right if I brought cookies next time?
Cookies. This is the most vanilla pistol ever. All right.
You are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Yes,
There you are. I was wondering when you'd come and say hi to me.
Hello, Sona. I see you found your way to the lodge without any trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. All these people around. Never seen so many people in my entire life.
I bet that was scary.
Yeah, it was. I guess I'll have to be brave.
You're already one of the bravest people I've ever met. So, what do you think? Do you like it here, Sona?
At the lodge? Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You must be like a bazillionaire, Sarah.
Oh, don't I wish? This place isn't mine alone. It belongs to everyone who's a part of Constellation. And I think it should belong to you too, Sona. I want you to stay here and make this your home.
Whoa. Does that mean I get to go exploring with both of you? Or wait, do I get my own ship?
No kids on the ship. How about you give yourself a little time to grow? Then we'll talk.
Exactly. And don't worry. At the rate you're growing, it won't be long until you're grav jumping to unexplored star systems on your own ship.
I understand. Oh, and don't worry, I learn real fast, so you better get ready to have another member of Constellation signing on for missions.
I can't wait.
Well, anyway, thanks for letting me stay here. I promise I won't let either of you down.
I'm sure that you won't. Well, I think we should let Sona get settled. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I want to pay my final respects.
Sure. I don't even know where the heck this place is. I guess the Master's District makes sense. See what we can find. Elias Oberst, there's one of them. And Jenna Marsh. It's so shiny. Where the heck is she? Oh.
Look at this. All these people. Their entire lives distilled down to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name.
You should be proud of everything you've accomplished since the war.
I am proud. I was simply too foolish to realize it until you changed my perspective.
Just wanted you to be happy, Sarah. You deserve it.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I do. Which is why we really need to talk about our friendship and where things are.
Oh, God.
Just let me have another moment here, and then we can head over to the waterfall, so we can talk in private.
Ugh. It's time to reject Sarah so hard. Okay, are you good? Good?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
There's a waterfall? Oh, the thing I jumped into, I guess. In the back of the mask building. I gotta go around. Oh, I gotta take the train? The hell? Why is it leading me here? Oh, there's actually a promenade for it. Shit. So excited. Kind of looks like a water park. You get on a raft and just whee.
It's lovely here, isn't it? I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other. But this place, this exact spot, there's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
It's absolutely beautiful.
I knew you'd appreciate it. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd be surprised how many decisions I've made on this very spot.
This seems like an ideal place to focus.
actually why I asked you to meet me up here. I was hoping we could talk about something very important.
You can tell me whatever's on your mind.
Good, because I have a lot to say. It's about my return to Cassiopeia. What we learned about Sona has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life.
Both of you have been through a lot.
Don't get me wrong. Compared to Sona, I've had it easy. I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps. Hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear.
None of that is your fault.
Are you sure? For all we know, it's in my nature to keep people at arm's length. Or worse, push them away.
Forget the past. Focus on what you have right now.
Right now? Are you talking about Constellation? Or what exactly are you saying?
No matter what happens, we'll always be close friends.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear you say that. To be honest, I was afraid this conversation was going to wind up with you storming away. I'm glad I was wrong. Until now, I never realized that having someone like you by my side could make me feel at peace. And I never want that feeling to end. When things at the lodge are too much, I love coming to this spot to just sort of, I don't know.
Rejected.
Melt away for a while. Important or not, feel free to drop some...
It's fine, I guess. Can I get, what's her name? Where is she anyway? I'm assuming she came back from the lodge?
Nothing is better than unwinding in your own quarters.
No, that's Samco. I don't care. Robot Man. No, that's out. She's just not part of the story yet. She drinking? No.
What's up? Oh, your father visited. He seemed desperate. Oh, your father visited. See you later.
Okay, I guess she's just not at the lodge yet.
And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
You must be Sam Coe, a Freestar Collective expert.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Aquila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko, by the way. Hi.
Good to meet you, Cora.
Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Know a thing or two about spacecraft, do we?
Hey, don't spook our new friend. Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business. Sarah tell you about the expedition?
Not much. Anything that gets me out there works for me.
I feel the same. Yeah, I always get antsy planetside. The three of us are heading to Aquila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Aquila City. We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories. And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get to it.
Okay. We'll meet you on board your ship. Talk more when we get there. Once we land on Aquila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
All right, I'm gonna grab another drink. Back in a couple minutes. All right. Let's do this one.
Where to next?
This is Mathis Castillo. The last time we spoke on the key, I told you there'd be hell to pay. You got me kicked out of the Crimson Fleet, and now it's time for me to take everything from you!
Don't make me kill you, Mathis.
Ha! I'd like to see you try. I almost your big mouth! You stole everything from me, and I'm here to steal it all back! Kill him! Leave nothing left but space dust! Got ourselves some cargo! Ha!
I think I got an upgraded weapons set.
You tagged their grab drive.
My god, just spinning around in circles there.
Ha! Enemy's shield gone.
Shield's a little beat up, but not a big deal.
Enemy's jump drive is offline.
Castillo did not do a very good job of hiring. Flying around this rock. Super obnoxious.
Targets lost their shields.
That was cool. A little follow-up from past actions. Forgotten mech graveyard. Okay. Let's roll.
Let's put this bird on ground.
From what I'm seeing, this world has all the essential building blocks to support life.
Mm-hmm. I expected a butt. It's very low gravity. Welcome to Tau City. Wow, that is total trash. Inaccessible. That's no fun. Well, it was an interesting kill box. Oh, I actually want some of these. I don't really want to set up a whole thing for them though. It's a hunting cricket. That doesn't look like a cricket to me, to be honest. $56 XP. What does that even mean? I can get one more level of that. I can, hell yeah. Which means I can unlock this and get the new engine I've always been wanting. It's like a personal status thing that has the XP, 7%. Good work, Sarah. I have no throwables, but we can equip that. They're coming right for me. Shoot it in the butt. I have no idea what Sarah's shooting at, but you know, that's fine. Into the abyss. Stuck in a cave. No idea what that stuff is, but I'll take it, I guess.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Probably not. I don't know. Ah. Where'd these nerds come from anyway? Don't care about all this stuff. If I have to mine it, I'll mine it. So why do we keep taking the artifacts? Why can't we let Sarah and company take it? Hmm.
Mind if we stop by the waterfall on this trip? I could use a few moments to unwind.
I do care.
Walter spends a fortune to maintain the lodge, but I'd say it's worth every credit.
Thank goodness. We were worried. Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader?
Which leads were you following?
A couple of scans from the eye. But it looks like you got there first. Shame on me for taking the scenic route, huh?
These artifacts really are something else.
I catch myself just staring at the collection sometimes, wondering what it all means. Maybe that's how our ancestors felt when they were looking up at the stars for the first time.
They didn't just gawk at the stars, Mateo. They explored. They tested. Science brought us to space, not daydreaming.
I disagree. What's the point of science if not to enable humanity's dreams? And where do those dreams come from?
Not every dream is a pleasant one. I agree with Noel. The work is what moves us forward.
You're with me, right? Science or dreams? Which one is the true muse of space exploration?
Dreams. Without them, science has no meaning.
Exactly. We can't forget what really makes us human.
Genes and evolution are what made us human, Mateo. Both of you clearly need to go back to school.
Dreams are wonderful, but they don't pay for helium-3. Constellation's bank account can attest to that.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help.
What is this? And for yours. I'd be happy to keep traveling with you.
I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Hello. Oh, then thank you, but it was not necessary. We succeeded.
Oops. My bad. All right. Perfect.
I hope you
Is
are
something amiss?
satisfied with the quarters available.
If I can take a few...
Here, have the keel hauler. Enjoy him. What does it need for ammo, though? 0.43? I probably got a little bit of that. Here, you can have the stolen one.
All right, then.
Talk to Vladimir? Sure.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Sarah flopping around in here? She is.
Happy to listen.
How are you feeling about our friendship?
I know that you'll always have my back.
So happy to hear that.
Anytime you want. Take care of yourself.
Okay. To the eye.
Aha. The eye is always open to Constellation.
Lack and love.
Fastest parking job ever. Okay.
Yes? A good team all...
What's her skill set anyway?
Until next time.
Stealth and particle beams?
Yes, you need me? If there's anything you...
Damn it. I want her to, like, equip it. There we go.
Goodbye.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one.
Now we're talking. Point me at him.
Alright, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing Caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open.
Land near the anomaly. Use my scanner. Got it.
And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
This is gonna be a temple, I guess.
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
For survey mission, blah blah blah, yada yada. Yeah. Wonder if it's worth hitting up that tower. Helium-3, the most common thing ever. To the moon! Hey, sunshine. I saw you got arrested the other day. Up to no good, as usual. Like somebody out of prison. So it begins the downward spiral. Pure degeneracy. Fighting hobos on the street. Petty crime. Petty crime. Oh my god.
Those rings. Are they moving? They seem to react to us.
This mechanic is omega dumb. Yeah. What the? Did that not count? Honestly, there's got to be a mod to get rid of this crap. This kind of reminds me of Advent Rising in a weird way. Whoa!
Are you alright? We need to get you back to the lodge.
Powers. Precognition's pretty cool. Get rid of that crap.
Your abilities are truly amazing.
What was that ability? Precognition.
Did you need something? Yes, of course.
What do you like to do with your free time?
Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that.
Do you ever want to captain your own ship?
I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you, and that, I think, has worked out very well.
What's your favorite place in the settled systems?
You might find it absurd, but honestly, the lodge. I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious.
That's all for now.
I hope that was informative.
All right.
Back to it then.
No, wrong button. Don't want to do that. Ugh.
We are fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tale.
It was a building, like a temple.
An entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it? Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
We need to keep this under wraps. No one can know.
No one in Constellation is going to lose lips on this.
What could we say? Even we agree we do not fully understand what is going on.
We need to find more artifacts. Maybe they'll give me more powers.
Don't think it's just fortunes left that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
Sick. Well, let's go to the empty nest, I guess.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Whatever, yo.
And that's it. Enjoy that Aquila City air.
It's gonna be all dusty.
I spent significant time here meeting with smugglers. Brings back memories.
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm gonna be riding your tail till this is over.
Understood. Let's get going.
There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Aquila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Aquila. And he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Aquila wouldn't go.
So we find this empty nest and then the artifact.
Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
Hello, Hydron. Okay, where are the tech people? Down here, I guess? Do I have some crap to sell? I do. I have so many resources. I guess from all the animals I murdered.
That's not a problem. And we're asking everyone to take care of any leech. Okay, no problem.
Shipbuilder. I need another engine. Nice. The white dwarf on the back here. I guess I can maybe slap another one on here. Just for funsies. Yeah. Dick. That's pretty okay.
Yes. Can I get an invoice?
Yeah.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear.
Never a dull moment around here.
I know you. You're Sam Coe. Marshal will be damn glad to have another Freestar Ranger helping out.
Afraid your information is a couple years out of date.
If people are in danger, then I want to help.
I guess that'd be the Marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help will do some good.
Well, I doubt those robbers are gonna let us leisurely peruse the Galbank vault.
So the way vendors work on this game is they've got a chest like hidden behind the walls or something, and there used to be this bug where you could mess with their inventory through one of these puddles here, but I'm pretty sure this was fixed a super long time ago.
Take a look around. It's a good. Feel free to look around.
Yeah, take some of that. Take some of that. I don't think any of this is important. Grab some of these. Sick. The hitching post.
You need to stand back now.
Sounds like you could use some help.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back.
Aquila City at its finest, I see. Never a dull moment.
Well, I'll be damned. Sam Coe. Been a long time. I won't hold my breath about you being here to take the badge again. Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is owed. Still, I appreciate the sentiment, Marshal. It seems you got a situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam. I'll trust your judgment on this one. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate.
Must have made some demands by now.
They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one.
Maybe I can talk some sense into them.
All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
Take it slow and steady. Look for every opportunity to de-escalate. You got this.
You in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator. Don't joke.
Oh, shit. I ain't never getting used to that.
Time for more drugs. I guess I should buy some of this stuff.
You're the negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong.
This only works if you're willing to cooperate.
We'll cooperate when we get what we want. So tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us?
I'll give you my word. I just want to help.
I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me?
If nothing else, I'm your ticket out of that bank.
We've been in worse scrapes than this. We can handle being stuck in a bank.
See anyone else stepping up to bail your ass out? No? Then drop the tough guy act, because your life's on the line here.
Look, just calm down, okay? Don't need to get violent here.
You really want to stay trapped in that bank?
I'm so ready to get out of here. Okay, I can see you're not just the Marshal's tool. You want what we want. A nice, happy ending where nobody gets hurt. So let's talk.
Tell me your demands.
We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the Marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it?
How do I know you'll keep your word?
What, you think we want to stay locked up in here? Hell no!
That's a pretty tall order.
Then persuade the Marshal that it ain't. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last.
It's not too late to end this peacefully.
What do you mean?
This is between you and the Marshal. Leave innocent people out of it.
I know. Not disagreeing with that. Nobody's been hurt. So maybe the judge won't come down too hard on us. Yeah. I think this has gone on long enough. You go tell the Marshal we'll come quietly.
You'd make a decent ranger with the way you handled that.
Shaw, what's the word?
It's over. They agreed to come quietly.
Well, I'll be a son of an Ashta. How'd you pull that off?
I convinced them it was the right thing to do.
Considering those are Shaw's people, that's damn near a miracle. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
Nope, don't care.
All right. Now their lives are on the line.
But I guess at this point, I can
And let's get back in Galbank.
go to the vault.
Get those maps.
We'll take it from here.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what we can find.
I've had. I suppose I'll have to write a report about all of this.
No items to steal. That is the most unfortunate thing I've read all day.
Yes.
Why y'all just hanging out? Oh.
Yeah.
I just want to get out of here.
Shaw gang's going too far this time.
All right. The family has a few different deposit boxes secured in here, so let's look around. Here's a copy of the key. Okay, now remember, Solomon was from an earlier generation.
It's kind of cool.
So it's not going to be on a slate. Big bundles of paper is what we're after.
Note for Sam.
Oh, no. Jacob. Of course that old mule saw this coming.
I'm walking a drama. This is the part where I walk in a drama.
You gonna be like this the whole way? Damn it. I was hoping to avoid the estate. Cora's gonna be so mad.
Sam, level with me here. Tell me who Jacob is.
We really gotta do this.
I'll bet Cora would tell me. Why don't I go over and ask?
You seriously threatening to tattle on me to my daughter over this?
I feel better if you just let it out.
Yeah, you're not wrong. All right, fine. He's my dad, okay? We're not exactly on friendly terms. He probably figured I'd come for the maps at some point. Got ahead of me. Family business just wasn't something I wanted to get into, you know?
Thanks for opening up to me, Sam.
Yeah, well, sorry I'm such a pain about it. No forgiveness between me and my old man. It's, co-tradition. All right, shall we?
Sounds like a plan.
Is Solomon Code really all that?
Probably not.
I'm just saying, my family was on the
Rock might have some
Proper founders. Just foundering. Just practicing his dance moves.
Well, well. Sam Cole finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? What's that? You come to your senses and realize what you ain't asked once.
Beer and onions.
Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop.
This isn't about you or your ancestry. It's bigger than that.
Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that. You wouldn't be here.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Yeah, the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad.
Boo. Why do you have to turn in the last possible second? Oh, extra boo. Wait, didn't I save? What? Yeah. Why did it load that game? Weird.
Well, well. decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Guess I'll ransack the place while they go through their conversation again. This is an estate?
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing is bringing your constellation
Okay.
instead of my granddaughter.
Shinjiro 5.
Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? Nothing's more important than...
All right. Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options.
I could speak to Jacob. You might see a reason.
You're flying in the face of my 30+ years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
Slam more drugs. I'm gonna get addicted to these, aren't I?
Sam's constellation lackey here to bother me again?
Be reasonable. We need those maps, Jacob.
Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here.
The sooner you agree, the sooner we're out of your house.
Maybe you're right. Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room, here. Key.
Nice. Bang.
All right, let's see if we can find the empty nest. All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh boy. That's a problem.
Right in the middle of some fun? Don't say things like that. My anxiety is bad enough as it is.
We'll be fine. Just gotta take a look at what we're up against. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shawgang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank.
Bring outlaws to justice sounds like fine work.
Well, just remember, it's about the artifact, not them. Hurting bad guys puts a smile on your face, that's a bonus. Let's get to that cave.
They're literally just out there. Sam Cole. I need more scanning range. This is annoying. That's pretty rude. Boy, that was a lot of damage. Just eat a ton of canned bacon. What's going on with Sam anyway? So who the heck is shooting me? Oh, you're not Sam. Hello, Jax. I was gonna play Wilds this morning, but yeah, you weren't online. How late did you stay up? Oh boy. What am I getting hit by? Sure. I'm not even kidding. You have a good night. $11. That's basically early for you. Oh god, there's so many bullets flying right now.
Better we get it than someone else.
So many turrets. So much quieter and nicer out here now. Am I out of med packs? That's crazy. Feel energized now? I'm slowly prepping myself for a 5 a.m. wake up on Tuesdays. I've been rolling back the
Smugglers are
clock.
not bad folk. Just trying to make a living, really.
Still tired. Got some catching up to do. I really just like traveling. I just like traveling for business even more. Oh well, trains are a lot more comfy than airplanes. Aluminum everywhere and some weird thing I've never seen. I'll grab a few samples. I leave on Tuesday, really early. I basically got to be out the door by like 5:10 in the morning. It's going to suck. Thursday evening. Maybe earlier. Depends on how things go. Yeah, it's okay. Just gonna double check. Where are my boarding passes? Okay. Gross. It's like a 2-hour train ride. Not a big deal. He'll give me drinks and they'll feed me and I'll just chill and stare out the window. It's literally the trip that I streamed. Same thing. More exciting. I mean, it's mostly just forest.
Let's get going. Won't lie. My heart guess we're done.
You never travel by train? I think depending upon where you are, it's a lot more interesting than flying. You want to live that experience? The nice thing about the train is that the first class train isn't that much more expensive than the regular one. Like the ticket's about double the price, but when you're talking like $50 for the ticket versus $100, and the fact that you can just drink and eat the whole way, it's kind of okay.
A good empty cave can be fun. Keyword there, empty.
There's actually these cross-country sleeper trains you can do.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. Least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really.
We can work this out. No need for violence.
Oh, really? Let's hear it.
We got past all your crew before. You fight us, you'll lose.
Tough talk. But you've backed it up so far, I'll admit.
It's about to get really ugly for you.
I never said I was done talking. Fine. Get the hell out of here before I change my mind. I see you again. You're dead.
This is your fault. You better lend us a hand.
I guess. I don't really want it, to be honest, but whatever.
You're lucky the boss is so generous.
I guess I owe you something for dealing with the Ashta. Take it and get lost.
Ugh. Just give me some trash. Yeah, that'd be cool. No! Imagine seeing snow. My god.
I am at your service, Captain.
Just what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
Catch you later, Sam.
Likewise. You know where to find us.
Hello there.
I don't speak with children. Let's roll. Where's my companion?
What is it?
Come with me, if you want to live.
We have not yet had a moment to talk about what happened to you at that place. Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was?
It was beautiful. I've never imagined such a place.
Then it seems fitting that you were the one to discover it. Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights?
Aliens. Maybe there are people out there we've just never met.
I suppose it is possible, but I cannot imagine anyone who could build such a thing. I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you all right? Have you felt any side effects?
No, I feel great. Better than ever.
A cynical person might suggest that in itself could be a side effect. But for now, we will just assume you have been very fortunate. The artifacts, that temple, this new ability you have acquired, clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized.
This is exactly what Constellation is for. I'm thrilled to be part of it.
You are right. Now we have even greater reason to press forward, to learn more about what is at work here.
How are you easing into things, Andreja? Is our mutual acquaintance helping with the transition to this new way of life for you?
Yes, I would say that the proper adjustments are being. You have my attention.
Are you ready to head back out?
I'm at your side. When I see it with my own eyes. Here, I have something for you.
Really? That's nice of you.
Yes, well, it seemed like a good idea. I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or, well, whatever.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you. What did you need? So, yes.
Let's go. She following? She is. Perfect. Let's go talk to this nerd.
It would seem that the work here has come to an end.
Lynn?
Oh no, don't start. I've had enough Barrett for one lifetime. I don't need the sequel showing up on my doorstep. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties, they didn't make it.
I'm sorry, Lynn. I didn't know.
Well, how could you have? You weren't here. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
I know that talk. Suicide mission.
For some, perhaps, Barrett is quite capable, all things considered.
Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's 3rd law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hela.
It was going so well until that part.
I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them.
I need to find Barrett and Heller, Lynn.
They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them...
Goodbye forever,
I've lost a lot of
Taxington.
people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
Sure. Goodbye forever. Of course, the ulterior motive. I've never seen Nikoko this motivated before. I don't even know where the community challenge is. How the F do I get in this thing? Oh, huh. I'll just cut her. Might as well take it. Better than my current one, I think. Well, wait, it's literally the same, except for it does more damage against robots. Whatever. Let's drop that one. Nobody cares. Oh, some bourbon. Tracker's Primer. How many of these power cells do I need to scrounge up? Presumably 3. It's been a while since I picked something other than my nose. Guess I could go with this one. Easy peasy.
Hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Vectera control room. Replacement digipick is always nice. Is there anything else on any of these shelves that I can take? Oh, spiced worms. Hell yeah. Steel bottle. Toilet paper. Pretty critical. I only have 2. I have to make a 3rd one. Maybe we can find another one in here. Of course, I didn't really bring anything with me. Can I just like hacker man my way? I can. Interesting.
Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet? Trying to make out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D doomed. Got it, okay.
Perfect.
Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
Okay. Sounds like they want to be rescued.
So, you actually get that computer working again?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, Watchtower nerds. Hey, you like being ragdolled? Right in the cornhole. Oh, that's the other power cell. If I go and turn it on. Whoop. Hell yeah.
Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet?
Literally identical.
Calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never.
You find anything?
I found a transmission from Barrett.
What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Hella, on the other hand. Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay?
Thanks, Lynn.
Be a while before Argos comes to pick me up. I'll be here if you need me. And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately. Maybe it's time to put Argos behind me.
Sure.
Seems like you've been keeping busy, Dusty. My contract's up with them.
You be okay with working for me?
Sure. I don't mind taking orders from a...
Sure, why not?
Works for me.
Yeah, I don't actually want to assign her to anything yet.
Right. I'll...
See you around, nerd. Let's roll.
Any adventure you can fly away from.
Mm. Well, at least it's not blasting me with crap this time. Oh yeah, I've got a lot more engine juice now. Just don't have enough power to drive it. Community challenge is nonsense. Don't worry about it. Did I even put up a pin for it?
Landing side looks clean. Let's set it down.
No? Okay. I'll have to put one on. I've got resources to dumpster.
If I can help.
Don't let her manipulate you.
Just say the word. Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare.
I don't feel any different than I felt before I discovered the place.
I find that to be rather surprising. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind?
Take me to your leader, human.
I know you're simply trying to brush this off with humor, but you really should act more concerned. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone.
If these beings wanted to harm me, I'd already be dead.
Perhaps that's true, or perhaps you were simply quite lucky. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall.
I would have thought this would be exciting for you.
Oh, believe me, this is positively exhilarating. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there? Somewhere.
Somewhere out there. Sounds like this is one of the reasons for Constellation's existence.
Yes, exactly. Now you understand why it's imperative that we solve this puzzle. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery, the pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed.
Couldn't ask for a better partner on this strange journey.
Oh, well, thank you. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
Great. See you around. How far along is the community challenge? 10%. Ah. Ridiculous. Well. Hey, Heller.
Oh, hey, it's you. And here I thought you was some pirate coming back to kill me. Lucky me, right?
Hold still. Let me patch you up.
Nah, I'll be alright. Just, you know, wasn't trying to move around too much with all the painkillers and nausea meds running through me.
It would seem prudent to accept any and all help offered to you right now.
Man, I was so terrified when I got pulled on board that pirate ship. There it was all. Sorry, brother. I'll get us out of this. Trust me.
Trust me is my go-to line when someone shouldn't trust me.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. He tells me we need to start pretending to fight each other. Trick the pirates into thinking they need to come in before one of us gets killed. I just remember him shouting, "This kid is a killer. How am I supposed to defend myself against these pearly whites? He's gonna bite my face off." I mean, I didn't think it would work, but they came in. All of a sudden, we were wrestling with two of them. Barrett reached for one of their guns.
And he shot something he shouldn't have.
Bingo. Blasted the pilot right in the back. Through to the flight console. And dropped orbit like a rock off a high rise. I blacked out. And when I came to, there he was. Smiling like it was just another day on the job. You missed the fun part, Heller. I mean, I go through all the trouble of saving your butt, and you weren't even awake to notice. Then he did the little finger gun thing.
But Barrett isn't here. I need to find him.
Oh, yeah. Probably should have talked about that first. Did I mention I'm on a lot of painkillers? So, I was real excited when a ship showed up. Then, less excited when I realized it was a Crimson Fleet ship. And then, really less excited when Barrett said, "It's okay, I got this." He mumbled something to him, and then they were all gone.
Crimson Fleet has him again.
I was drifting in and out, but yeah, I think so. Got a signal from the ship before they grav jumped. Guessing it was Barrett. Haven't really been in a good space to have a listen. Here you go. Hey, I should come with you, right? I don't think anyone else is coming.
Yeah, let's get you on your feet first.
Yeah, just don't ask me to operate any heavy machinery for a while. Give me a minute. I think the worst of it is, yeah, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Ready to wisecrack with the best of them. Let me know when you want to head out. Still think there might be a spot for...
Yeah, let's get going.
Whew, oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. You got it. Get...
Some med packs or something here. Smoked salmon fillet. Delicious. All right. Oh, I gotta listen to something. Oh my god. Imagine.
You've given the fleet a lot of trouble, Barrett. Hey, since when is surviving being attacked causing trouble? Isn't that just fighting back? Hey, pilot, could you move your arm a little bit to the left? I can't make out the console.
Don't move! He's trying to figure out our destination. Probably transmitting this conversation right now while we're still in orbit.
Well, yeah, thought I was making that pretty obvious. Okay, put the gun down. I'm done. See? My retinas are pointing away from the console, towards this lovely view of space we have out the window.
Tie him up. Once we get back to the base, the fun starts.
Okay.
In the interior of this ship, comforting.
Menu field continues, and I'm getting attacked, aren't I? More watchtower, folks. guess there's not a lot of stuff around anymore. Killed off the pirates. What the hell was that? Watchtower components are considered contraband? Man, I don't need that on my ship. Why is it contraband? Ugh. Could you get off of that, please? Thank you. Still have small primers for some reason. Oh, that's what that is for. Copper lead small primers. Okay, so the magnifying glass tells me it's part of some research that I want. Interesting.
So, what's new with you today?
Oh, I know. Just rescue and bear it.
Landing initiated. Watch for flaring.
Am I injured again? Oh. It's just this place is awful. Okay. Solar radiation, cold. It's everything I've ever wanted in my life. Ow. I am literally on fire. Oh boy. You're not big on VR games?
Oh yeah. There's no certainty to the universe at all. Once you really start getting out there, the laws of physics can only turn into suggestions.
You're pulling my leg again, right? What's the weirdest thing you've seen? No exaggerations this time.
Holy shit. You actually found me.
What if it did,
I do
though?
not understand. Is Barrett being held hostage or not?
Well, this is turning into a regular Constellation party, isn't it? I should have brought drinks.
Are you friends with the pirate?
Matsura the Grim here and I actually have a lot in common.
Both escape artists. Being captured by Sistef myself plenty of times.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Relativity. We're all just creatures of the universe trying to get away from what's after us.
You sell your body for that? Can you imagine, like, the sword and shield just going for it? Yes. I don't know why, but yes.
Well, you didn't need to worry too much. Matsura the Grim here is actually a wonderful host.
No reason captivity should be unpleasant.
See, that's what I mean, Matsura. Real considerate.
I have enjoyed our time together, Barrett. But I can't just let you go with nothing to show for it. Is Constellation willing to pay ransom in exchange for this man's freedom?
Hasn't Bear been in enough trouble? Just let him go.
You want me to end all this with nothing to show for it?
Look, Barrett is more trouble than he's worth. A lot of pirates are already dead.
All the more reason I need to make sure I'm compensated.
If you wanted bloodshed, you would have attacked already.
Don't
Oh,
assume
God.
because I haven't pulled my gun that I won't.
I don't have time for this.
I'm not trying to make your life difficult, you know?
I'm happy to settle this the old-fashioned way.
I guess we'll see. Enough. I must insist on payment.
It
for
is so
Barrett's
hard to
wages.
succeed in persuasion in this game. Fine.
That settles that. Goodbye, Barrett. I have enjoyed our time together.
Likewise, Matsura. Good luck with all the, you know, pirate.
The crunchiest of socks. You gotta break it over your knee to get it in the washing machine.
Got nothing to say to you.
Matsura's in charge.
I hope whatever you took is worth the risk.
Do not encourage you to return.
You're lucky the boss is so generous. Got nothing to say to you. Matsura's
How many
in
digipicks
charge.
does he have? Just one. Okay. Well, at least I got a little bit of a refund.
I wonder what has happened while we have been away.
I need to remember to use more drugs.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Barrett, we were worried sick.
Well, some of us were.
I see what you did there, Walter. And I know you've been secretly crying into
Does
your
Vasco
piles
belong to
of
you
money
now,
just waiting
or
for my
does he still belong to Barrett?
Actually, Walter has been complaining about you more than usual, which is always a sign when he's worried.
Don't start, Contre.
Wait, is that? And to think the first artifact was taking up dust on the library shelf. Now look at them all.
I asked Mateo if we can
You
get
feel it a bit, can't you?
He said maybe.
Ever since I found the
but
second
I'm
one,
pretty sure he was
had
just
the
saying
visions.
it.
Being around them is just comforting. So hey, I'm still not 100%, plus I feel guilty dragging you into all of this. Why don't I stick around? Help you get adjusted to the weird corners of the universe.
Chumming together sounds good to me.
Marvelous.
Can I head back out?
I have sharpened the blade.
You two go on.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like.
However, I am hungry. It is lunchtime, and then we got movie time in about an hour, so that'll line up really nicely. Thanks for hanging out with Cringefield. I'll see you later.